Hello and welcome back to the Smite Real Patch Notes for patch 4.9. And finally, this week we are covering a new god release, Titty Naruto. She strongly resembles Loki with her focus on bleeding as a main source of damage. Torture Blades as a passive focuses on her basic attack causing bleed damage. Her first ability, Horrible Burns, is a steroid that adds extra damage to her basic attacks. 1000 Cuts causes Daji to go autistic fidget spinner on the enemy and creates more bleed damage. The Spirit Link is actually pretty damn awesome. It causes Daji to teleport to a target and lash out with her claws. In her ultimate, Daji summons her Dominatrix device and essentially mixes Rama and Ares' ultimate to chain enemies and stun them. Daji releases this week in patch 4.9 and the inevitable furry porn of her will soon follow. Releasing alongside Daji will be the skin Stone Sentinel Kamazotz, which is, as you may have guessed, a stone. While I think Kama looks really cool as a gargoyle, part of me wishes he were just a rock instead. I'd buy it. Next up on the list is the new Medusa Skin, Nebula Medusa. Fitting right in with the rest of the space skins, Medusa comes equipped with cosmic space effects and flowing spatial patterns on her body. Shinobu Kuzenbo is another skin that borders on a lawsuit for high res, but I'll fuck with it anyways. As always, his teeth are fucked up, but what I really like is his card art, and how the Nene Kappa is just kind of sitting there like, okay, you're really gonna tell me Storm Raven Jingwei is not fucking Kirito from Sword Art Online? Cause I fucking know it damn well is. And now I gotta go out and get my No Touch Me crucifix to deal with this shit. And Amy Schumer finally got her mastery skins. In terms of item changes, there's absolutely nothing of interest. Some things got nerfs, Dildo Rock costs less, and Shifter Shield got a bunch of changes that affects its abilities at higher health versus lower health, making it more defensive than offensive now. And now, for the all-important bug fixes. They fixed Stone of Binding so it actually works. Runeforged Hammer also actually works. And most importantly, you can now see enemies targeted by Ganesh's annoying-ass ult. On the God section, they nerfed the only part of Kernunos' kit that people used. Summer Heat now does less damage, and Bramble Blast takes a bit longer to cool down. Moon Lady takes a bit more time to dance now, and Orlang got some more attack speed. Guan Yu's getting the biggest buff of this patch to focus on the protection steal from Talu Assault. Meanwhile, Hades is getting a bit of a nerf on the cooldowns on his 1 and on the healing on his detonate. Gungunner's Might is receiving a bit of a buff on Odin to quote-unquote make him less of a one-trick pony. As if one-trick pony doesn't define half the game's roster. And probably the worst nerf of all goes to Susanoo's ult, which now has reduced slow and reduced damage. Well, that was very lackluster god changes section. So here's a needlessly sad clip from Full House.
I'm sorry, but your mom died when you were just a little girl.
Overall, I think the changes in this patch are pretty decent. I give it a furry porn out of 10.